Hello everyone, my name is Thiago and today we're gonna talk about UX and Agile and why teams are struggling to combine those two topics on their creative process. And as you've seen on the previous video, Agile is not just about speed, right? The goal actually is to deliver early and often something that satisfies the customers. When we are talking about delivering value to end users or to customers, there's nothing better than user experience or UX to assure value creation based on a seamless experience. And somehow, some way, sometimes we have the misunderstandings that state that the frameworks around Agile is just for developers, and on that there's not enough room for UX to be applied. That's an issue, but the frameworks like Scrum, Kanban, Laser and Axis doesn't have much to do with it. The problem here is that usually the teams doesn't have visibility on where the demands are being created. Basically, the upstream is where the demands or whatever the team is going to work after they are decided, discovered, created. The downstream is where we ship the product or the service or whatever we are doing into production to collect feedback, to feed the upstream with new possible hypotheses of things that we need to create, improve, or even get rid of. The moment that they learn what are the things that they need to deliver is like on a sprint planning or in a grooming session, or if you're using Kanban, on the moment that you are going to pull something on the backlog. Sometimes this is too late. That's the issue we're gonna address in this video right now, so you can go back tomorrow to your team and improve something. And this is not a problem that is unknown. Teams have visibility on this problem. Another problem is how this problem is being addressed. It's a little bit confusing, but we have a problem that we have visibility. But often the solution of this problem doesn't come on our minds because we don't have visibility for the whole process. So we don't even considering thinking about something that we don't know, and that leads to some other solutions that creates more problem than solve. To illustrate that, I've came up with a range. If you've seen the last video, I like to come up with range to explain things, and usually this range, they are from less useful solutions to most useful solutions applied. In this way, we'll be able to compare ways that different teams are using to apply UX into the Agile process. Well, let's start with the less useful ways. And the first one would be doing UX design upfront and splitting the deliverables into several development sprints. This is basically a waterfall model with an Agile methodology mask. It creates a snowball effect because usually in the middle of the development sprint, some issues are found. Sometimes this is the lack or misunderstanding of specification, and that by design is an issue with Agile, where we are looking to do working software over comprehensive documentation. Sometimes there are some issues on the design solutions and the possibility to make it real technically. And there's a few side effects to that. One of them is lack of adaptability. I mean, if there's something new on the design, the things that are deployed but not delivered yet are already outdated before even getting in the hands of the customers. This creates technical debt. Another side effect is low response time. And the one that is the worst for me is having two teams inside of one so-called feature team. Another not useful way of doing it is having the developers defining every single detail upfront, and after the UX getting the chance just to put some visual design on it. That is really risky because if you run a usability test or an interview with the customer at this point, it will get really harder to change something. We will have extra amount of rework and it gets pretty hard to convince people to throw away a part of what they did just because the users didn't find it useful, right? It seems weird, but it is really happening. The next one is like doing 3 months where we're gonna assure that everybody will have the time to do everything they need. The side effect here, well, lead time will be through the roof. Response time will also be high. And the worst part, the upstream would be always the need to be 2 months ahead with their demands. Otherwise, they will lose the train. Well, even if it might work, you will lose adaptability, and if there's any last minute decision, forget about it. You won't be able to respond to it. Those quick wins on this new fast changing environment, forget about it, right? Well, the problem with these three previous solutions is that I don't know how to place them from less useful until the most useful. For me, they are equally not useful. When we are talking about the most useful way of doing that, we actually have several, but the main thing is to have in mind how UX can support on the upstream to help focus on what is the problem we are trying to solve and how it connects to the strategy of the company in order to be useful for the upstream, deliver a better problem statement or initiative description or epic description or user stories, whatever is the artifacts you are using to communicate with the downstream. I'm sorry to break to you that there's no magic solution for this kind of issues, and basically the team will have to think together with the upstream in order to create these two-way conversations inside the company on your own process, because that's why processes are there for, right? To support us. Now, it might be a little bit confusing at the beginning. It's alright. I have a few books in here in the description that will help you better understand that and deep dive on this subject if you are interested in. But I'd love if you could put all your questions on the comment section, and this will help me understand what is important for you guys so I can come up with the next videos to come. Okay, hope you really like this one. If you're not subscribed yet, please consider subscribing. This is a way that you can provide feedback for me that you are liking the content. Please leave a comment on the comment section saying what was the part in this video, if there was one, that you had this, oh yeah, that's an insight, that's a learning. And please hit the like button, because you are such an amazing person that I could stay here looking at you the whole night, day or morning. I don't know when you are watching this video, but yeah, I probably should end this now, right? I still don't know how to do it, so yeah, thank you very much. Bye. Books in the description, consider subscribing, hit the like button, and see you later. Bye.